Hi, I'm Tim. I'll be working with you guys today.
Hi, Alice.
Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Natalie.
Nice to meet you. So what brings you guys in today?
Well, Natalie and I have been together for about 10 years. We've been married for 3. And everything in our relationship is great except for one big problem.
Okay.
She considers it a problem. I consider it a very big problem.
Okay.
I want to have a baby.
And I don't think it would fit our relationship, children, necessarily.
And I'm interested in why are you so for having a child?
I mean, I've got that feeling, my clock is ticking. I've always wanted a baby. I love children. My mom wants to be a grandmother. I've always wanted babies. I feel like I'm not going to be complete if I don't have a child.
Okay. And you're opposed?
I am. Like Alice said, we were together 10 years. Children really never came up, except they're annoying little beasts. I never thought of myself as having children and entering the relationship, and I really don't feel that same-sex couples should be raising kids. Kids, it's hard enough for them. So could you imagine our child being bullied at school?
I don't understand that. Are you ashamed to be in a same-sex relationship?
No, that's not it, but you know how difficult it is. Not to mention we love traveling. Now we got to worry about packing the baby. And resorts we go to that we love, they're adults only.
Okay, so what it sounds like, Alice, is you're pretty committed. You really, that's something you want, and it sounds like maybe you have a grandmother that, or would-be grandmother that would be very interested in children, and what I'm hearing is that's not really what
Not what I
you
envision.
envision. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to have children, to adopt or have children?
I mean, I would say like a 7.5.
Okay. And in regards to your relationship, on a scale of like 1 to 10, how important it would be for her happiness as being a 10 and her happiness not being that important, being like a 0? How important is her happiness?
Her happiness is a 10 to me.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing is actually her happiness is stronger than your want for a child.
But if you know it's important to me,
Oh God. Here we go.
How is it, on your scale of 1 to 10, having a child is?
Well, having a child is not even on my 1 to 10 radar. So
And how about your relationship, if you could scale that as 1 to 10?
I think our relationship has been
happiness.
great up until the last few years, and then like all of a sudden she wants a baby.
Right.
well, it's not all of a sudden. It's not like I've never mentioned it. You've just kind of ignored it, and I just really haven't pushed it.
But how do you scale her her happiness? How is important in the relationship is her happiness to you?
Of course, her happiness is very important. I wake up and do what I do every day for her, for us, and that's the whole thing. It's for us. It's not for us and the little person. I don't know. I just, like I said, I see a lot of complications. I mean, how are we having this baby?
Well, I'll have the baby.
Again, I kind of want to get back to looking at your relationship and how important is her happiness on a 1 to 10. What number would you assign that?
It's a 10. I love Alice. It's a 10.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is there's a very strong relationship here, and you guys are committed to each other, and that's good, because with that we have that as a strength to work on. What would your ideal day be? In the future with Natalie, and how would you envision your family, and can you envision it with?
I mean, I see us like going to the park, having a picnic, bringing our son with us, playing, with other moms and kids. I don't know, I just see that.
And how about your perfect day with your family? Whether it be just 2 of you?
It would just be the 2 of us. I don't know, reading a novel on the beaches of Senegal, or flying off to England like we do.
I do love that.
I know. So going to New York, to see my parents, and we have fun.
Yeah, but we can bring a baby with us.
Think of the struggle, think of the expense, think of how is this even gonna happen?
Well, I think what we need to do is just look further into the pros and cons and, explore each other's feelings.
My concern is,
Deeper.
babies are like potato chips, you just can't have one. So now what? We're gonna have one baby, then all of a sudden she's gonna be like, okay, well, little Anthony needs a brother or sister.
Well, it's not like it's that easy for me to get pregnant. I have to put a little more thought into it.
Well, and the thing is, I think we need to understand is we don't really need to decide right now if this is where we want to go. I think the more important thing is looking at our relationship. This is just something that relationships come up, and you guys have a strong relationship, and you're going to work through it. So I think we really need to focus on the strength you guys have, and you guys work together, weighing out what, the pros and the cons, and we can go from there. I think that's maybe something we can do for next week. So I think for homework, we could, kind of make a list. So I want someone to come in with, written down a list that we can go over of, the pros of having a child, the cons. You guys can do this together if you'd like, and then we can review it. And I think it's great that you guys have that strong relationship, and that's really something that's gonna propel us through this, no matter what the outcome